Isaiah 1:17, and we're going to look at most of this verse. We did the first two words in the last video. Dirshu mishpat, ashru chamutz, shiftu yatom, rivu almanah. Now let's translate. Seek justice, reprove the ruthless, judge the orphan, contend for the widow. Now, as we've seen in the last couple of videos, we have a lot of imperatives here. We have 9 imperatives between verses 16 and 17. We're looking at the last 4. Your first, third, and your fourth imperative, in this case, are all call imperatives, masculine plural. Your second imperative is also a masculine plural, but you notice that little dagesh hanging out right in there. It's playing hide and seek, but we found them, which will make this a PL imperative. And that's interesting because this is the only kind of negative verb or imperative that you have here. Everything else is telling you what you should do on behalf of those who need help. So on behalf of the orphan, on behalf of the widow, you should judge and you should contend. But in this case, we have reprove, and that's going to be a little bit more intense. That's in a PL because we're reproving the ruthless. And here we have seek justice. That's going to kind of work as a heading for these last 3 imperatives that we see here. How is it that we are to seek justice? Well, we are to reprove those who deserve being reproved. We are to help and judge the orphan, and that's judge in a positive sense there, give them justice. And then we should contend for, strive for the widow. You know the abundance of law, or you see the abundance of law language there. We also notice the alliteration that we see here. We've got a lot of ooh, ooh, ooh going on in these last couple of imperatives, and that puts a nice rhyme to the ends of these words and ties them all together to help us to understand what Isaiah seeks for the people of Israel to do.